Welcome everyone, my name is Nicole and today we have a 30-minute full body energetic flow. It's a little chilly outside, so we're going to be moving a little bit to get started. And for today's practice, we're going to go ahead and begin standing at the top of our mat. Just take a few moments. We're down through your feet. Notice how they feel touching the floor, where you're placing your weight. And then draw that energy up. Engage your core. Roll your shoulders lightly down your back. Let's begin breathing deeply in through the nose and out the nose. Just taking a few moments here to focus solely on the breath, to connect to our practice. If you'd like to set an intention, maybe just pick a word that pops in your head, something that you're working on, something positive. And let's bring our hands to prayer at heart center. And then we're going to drop the hands down. Inhale, fingers to the sky. Exhale, swan dive over your legs. Fingers down or on blocks. Lift up halfway, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. 2 more times just like that. Inhaling, fingers to the sky. Exhale, swan dive. A little bend in those knees. Fingers come down. Pull your chin, heart forward, flat back. Exhale. Drop the head. Inhale, fingers to the sky. Last time. Exhale, swan dive. Halfway look forward. Inhale, and then exhale, drop the head. Inhale, fingers to the sky. Now reach down, touch the floor, bend the knees. Chair pose. Fingers to the sky. Send the weight a little more back in your heels. Breathe, warm up. One more deep breath in. And as you straighten the legs forward, fold over them. Inhale, look forward, and then step it back into plank. Pause at the top. Take a few breaths here, making sure your fingers are spreading, pressing down strongly into the mat. You can always lower the knees for a little less intensity. And then slightly shift forward. Keep the shoulders lifting, slowly lower all the way down. Interlace the hands behind the low back. Pick the shoulders up. And then as you shrug them down your back, pull your fists to the back of the mat. Lift your toes. Breathe. Locust. And Shalabhasana. And then exhale, release. Curl your toes under, hands under shoulders. Push up. And then exhale, back. Hips up and back into downward dog. Take time to pedal out the feet here. Really pressing down and away with the hands. Breathing deeply. One more deep breath in. Exhale. And then inhale your right toes to the sky. And then coming up on the ball of the back foot, lift the navel, knee into navel, step the foot through between your hands. Feel free to take several steps to get there. If you use blocks under the hands, it can help give you a little more space to get that leg through as well. So we're in this low lunge. Just take a moment here. Couple breaths. You can shift forward and backward on the ball of the back foot. You can always be a little higher as well for blocks. And then turn your back heel in. Remember for warrior one, engaging the legs as you come up, fingers to the sky. And then exhale the fingers over that front foot. Turn your back heel up, step through plank. Pause again at the top. And then hugging lower all the way down. Locust again, interlace the fingers behind the low back with the thumb, the weird thumb on top this time. Shrug the shoulders up and back. Inhale, lift the chest, lift the toes. And then hands under shoulders, curl your toes under and push up. Exhale, send those hips up and back for downward dog. Couple breaths here. And then inhale the left toes to the sky. Come up on the ball of the right foot. Hug that knee and the navel as you step through. Low lunge. Pausing, feeling the shape for a moment. Maybe a little forward and backward on the ball of the back foot. And then as we prepare for warrior one, turn that back heel in. And then we inhale, fingers at the sky. Sinking through the hips. Left thigh is rolling open so you can see your big toe. And breathing deeply. Exhale over your front leg. Back heel turns up. Step it into plank. Pause. And then from here, pull your right knee towards your nose, curling in. Right foot goes back. Left toes curl in towards your nose. Really arch through your back. Press down with those hands and step it back. Inhaling knee to nose. Exhale, plank. Look forward. Curling in, pressing out. One more time with both legs. Beautiful. Let's lower the knees under the hips. Send the hands out in front. Drop the forehead down. Puppy pose. Like downward dog hands, pressing down in a way that'll lift through your pelvis. You drop the head down or the heart and the chin can come forward. And then let's come back to all fours. Sway it out here. Let's do a few cat-cow. Arc behind the back of the heart, curl your tail under, drop the head for cat. Really press down with those hands. And then drop the belly. tip the pelvis, press down and away with the hands, look up for cow. And then just rock back and forth between the two now, trying to smooth out the movements with your breath. One more. And then come to neutral. Pull in through your core to step your right foot through between your hands. Pick up your back knee. Pivot the toes to the long edge of the mat. Pull your heart forward now. Slightly turn your toes in. Exhale, forward fold. Keep a little bend in those knees. And let the head drop. Relax your neck, your face, shoulders, jaw, all those things that don't need to be working right now. Inhale, halfway look forward, and then a little bend. Come all the way to standing. Turn each heel inwards, and then squat back down low for goddess pose. You can have your hands on your hips, round to the side. Maybe you do a little sway side to side here. The legs. And maybe a little pulse. And let's just pause. 3 deep breaths. And then we're going to straighten the legs and the arms and really stretch out in the 4 opposing directions. Slightly look up. And then hands to hips. Turn your heels back out and forward fold once more. Now halfway look up and hands to hips. Come all the way up to standing. Turn your right toes out and then squat down, preparing for warrior 2. Virabhadrasana 2. Extend your arms away from one another. Look nostalgically out that middle finger. And then we're going to flip our front palm, and our back hand is going to extend down our back leg as we reverse our warrior. Trying to stay low in the lunge. And as we inhale, we're going to come back through warrior 2. Cartwheel our hands over our front foot. Turn our back heel up. Step plank. Exhale, lower. Chaturanga. Push up. Exhale, press back, downward dog. Inhale your left toes to the sky. Step your left foot through between your hands. Back heel turns down. Back heel turns down. Inhale, cartwheel your arms up. Trying to center your pelvis, your shoulders over your hips as you sink down into warrior 2 on the left side. Looking over your left middle finger. And then front palm turns up, back hand traces down the back leg as you arc that front hand up and back, a reverse warrior. Inhale, coming back up. Your warrior two. Hands come up around over your front foot as you back heel turns back. Step it in a plank. Pause. Do 2 push-ups if you feel like, or just hold the plank. Exhale it back in a downward dog. Another deep breath in and out. Right toes to the sky on the inhale. Come through. Right leg's going to come through for pigeon. The knee's going to come forward. Rest behind your right wrist. Back leg's going to extend out. None of that worked for you. All fours. Right knee behind right wrist. Shift your leg in. Extend the back leg long. And you can stick a block under that right hip if you're riding really high and tense and incredibly uncomfortable. And you can also pad the back knee. All right, pigeon. Hips are square to the front. And then you still want engagement in those legs. Like you could squeeze, lift off. Just raise our fingers to the sky on the inhale. And then exhale, if you feel inspired, you can forward fold or you could stay upright. Send breath to all those sensational places. All right, hands under shoulders. Lift up, curl your back toes under, and you can come back to all fours or press it back in a downward dog. And then other side, left knee, left wrist. Chin turns in so that the left heel is about where my right hip is. Extend it out in pigeon. Those legs. Inhale, fingers to the sky, and then stay high. And the block would go here if you were tight, or use it on the other side, or you can forward fold. And then hands under shoulders. Inhale, come on up. And then this time just let your hip shift over to the left so you can draw that back leg all the way around. And then let's bring the soles of the feet to touch together. So press the feet together. Ears can come behind. Help you lift up, maybe scooch your bum even closer. And then you can open your feet like a book. Keep trying to press the edges together. And then like they're drawing, your feet are drawing into your midline. So there's this activation still. And then lift your heart. And then swing into a forward fold. And just breathe wherever you are. come on out. And let's move back around all fours. One last little strength posture here. Let's come into plank. And then, or you can come down with the knee down and then turn open for side plank. Or you can have both feet, both legs extended. It's the edges of the feet pressing down, hand pressing down to really lift through my side body, fingers to the sky. And then come through plank and then switch sides. So you can either do that with the knee coming down and then rotating open like so. We're having both feet, both legs out. And then back through plank. Lower the knees. Let them come out wide, toes touch. Come into child's pose for a moment. Rest your forehead down. Few deep breaths. And then press yourself back up onto your heels. Send your hips off to one side. Your feet can come around so we can lay down onto our backs now. Let's go ahead and get a bridge pose in. So different variations. So you start by like you're tearing the mat apart. Roll each shoulder under. And then press your hips up. And then maybe you want to just stay here, like you're tearing the mat apart, chest is lifting, back of the head is rooted. Or you can interlace the fingers, roll the shoulders under even more, hips high, breathing. And then like you're gonna kick yourself in the bum, but don't lift your feet off. See if you can engage the back of your legs some here. Engage your glutes. And then release that. And then we're gonna try a little different move here. Press your feet away, which sends your chest toward your chin. And notice a slight different effect there. A little more back bend. But here's a good way to work the glutes. It's like you're gonna kick yourself in the bum. So depending on what you need the most in your life is how you can work bridge. Pushing away, more of the back bend, heart pushing into the chin, but the chin doesn't come towards the chest. The head stays rooted. Or, yeah, so you can test that out. See how all that works for you. All right, go ahead and release. Let slowly roll down. The knees knock in for a moment. Take a few breaths. And then let's hug the knees into the chest. Maybe roll around a little on the low back if that feels good. And cross your right leg over your left leg. Take your hips up a smidge and move them to the right as you let your knees drop to the left. Reach, look to the right. Now come through center, come undone. Re-straighten out for a moment, and then cross your left leg over your right leg. Hips up, to the left a smidge, and then on the knees drop to the right with reach to the left. And then inhale, let's come back through center. Hugging the knees in once more. Let's get a little happy baby in. Let the feet go to the sky. You can grab your shins or the outside edges of your feet. Draw your knees down to the outside of your torso. You could roll here or just hold statically. Whatever feels best to you. The feet come down, come together, knees drop out. Last little pose here before Shavasana. As you feel ready, we're going to begin to lengthen the legs long along the mat, separating them when it feels natural. Take time to roll each shoulder under. Find your comfy place so you could completely drop out for the next few minutes. You bring back your intention to mind for a moment. And then just let it all go. Breathe into any sensations that arise during your Shavasana practice. Don't worry about all the doing. Don't worry about anything. Just letting go, drifting for a few moments, and I'll guide you out very soon. Begin to deepen your breath. And as you feel ready, roll to a side. And push yourself slowly back to a seated position. Just taking another moment. No need to rush back into life. Good job for showing up for yourself. It's the hardest part. So you did it. Thank you for practicing with me. The light within me sees and recognizes the light within you. Take care.